Hello, my love. Thank you so much for being
Hello.
here, Nanami. I
Oh,
am
that's
so
okay. Yeah.
excited to do this review of our work together because we have been through an epic transformation. It's like the entire 2024 was like a total 180-degree shift, and I am so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, yes, love. So yeah, for of you who are watching, so Nanami was a one-on-one private coaching client of mine, who started out earlier in like January 2024, and I believe we worked for like 9 months together, right? Um,
Yeah.
and now it's at the
Yeah,
end
definitely.
of our 9 month of one-on-one coaching. So yeah, I do have a lot of questions on like to want to know about your experiences and how your transformation was like. So I'm so stoked for that. And we also did a previous recording before. We had an interview. I believe that was like after 3 months of our work together. We did an interview.
Mhm.
So if
Yeah.
you're watching this, you can watch that before you do this one. However, but this one is like an update, a further update on top of that. So it's like a further icing on top of the transformation, the epic transformation that you've already had. So, yes, I am so happy and honored to get to interview you, Nanami, and see how much of inner peace and fulfillment, like how your trans life has um, how you have created this peaceful and more fulfilling mind, heart, body, soul, and living that as your everyday experience. So, yeah, my love, I would love to ask you some questions. So, the first one is just a recap for those of you who didn't listen or watch the previous recording before. You can share with me, would you please be able to share with me like a brief story of like how your life was before we started working together? How was it
Yeah.
for you, like mentally or emotionally, in your life in general?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I had quite a few things that I guess were bothering me. I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of social anxiety. So
Mm,
that like just prevented me from just like connecting with people and
mm,
like that I was like that or like most of my life, and that like caused me to feel like really like disconnected, and so like essentially like lonely, just like very lonely in like a deep kind of hole pit, like a lot of my life. And I think, yeah, just coming from that place and even like meeting new people, because I would have that part of myself, I think that would prevent me from actually like connecting with like a new person and stuff. So that would just like be repeating. But yeah, so I had yeah, that loneliness kind of part feeling. I also had this like really mm, just missing this purpose in my life. Like why am I here? What do I do? Direct, yeah, my direction in my life. And so I was feeling very lost and like not like what's the point of this? Not fulfilled in my life like at all. And just looking for like the external, like where's the answer? Like looking to the world and thinking I'm also like maybe not good enough. So just I guess very lost and not really connected to myself and my soul and like my essence. Um, yeah, and I guess well, firstly, I was quite, I think I was depressed since the age of 15 when I
mm,
was young. And I didn't have a good relationship with my family or with other people too much. And also with myself, I was very the worst enemy of myself.
mm,
Um, yeah, so I guess for majority of my life, I was very like, yeah, disconnected from myself and very quite depressed, not fulfilled in my life. And there's something, uh, yeah, and I guess just growing up also with just a low self-esteem, just kind of like, yeah, like hating myself, wanting myself to be just someone else, just like the people I look at in the external world, like wanting to be them, and also living in like a Western culture when um my background is Japanese, and so I just always felt like not good enough, out of place, and just different. Yeah, so I guess that's the main
Wow.
things that I experienced in my life.
Wow, so I'm hearing like several different themes that you mentioned, like from loneliness because of like social anxiety, I guess lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem, as you mentioned, and also like feeling like you don't have the direction and needing other outside people to tell you where to go and what to do, right? Looking at other people for directions and also feeling like not fitting in and um trying to be someone in the world, trying feeling like not not being enough as you are. So those are what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you for hearing, thank you for sharing that, my love. And during those times, I'm curious to hear like what were the type of like your inner thoughts, or how did you feel like inside your body, during that moment of like wanting direction and all that.
Well, I guess I was just pretty disconnected to my body. I was just
Mm,
in my mind thinking, oh, something else is better. So, but I guess if I tune into my body, it's a very, um, mm, maybe it's an uncomfortable feeling because I didn't really want to be inside my body. So I would also do a lot of numbing with food, with sugar. I was very addicted to sugar,
oh
and that's
yeah.
also something that I've can't I think I don't know if I've like fully overcome it, but like I don't really go to sugar anymore.
Hmm.
And so it's just I think I was just very uncomfortable in my body. But also I guess at the yeah, I guess at the essence or the depth of it, I was very, very low, like really low, and I was trying to cover it up with food.
Mm,
But what I wasn't, I was trying not to feel this like really deep darkness of feeling like maybe like rejection or just, yeah, just a like deep sadness that I was
mm,
not wanting to feel,
So I'm
unfortunately.
hearing like numbing with food and trying to not feel that low feeling. Yeah, thank you for sharing that,
Mm.
love. And um, so what were your desires back then? Like what were your deepest desires in that moment before our work together?
Mm. My deepest desires, I guess, were to be, I think, free, just free, yeah, just feeling freedom. So I was
Mm,
very limited to like, I guess my routines and what I should do. I had a lot of shoulds in my head,
mm,
and I think I wasn't even connected to my like truest desires because I just didn't know what I wanted in my life.
mm,
So I guess what I also wanted was like just happiness and like, yeah, just not to feel the things that I was feeling, I think.
Happiness and like free to do what you want and free to
Yeah,
be
and
who
like
you are.
fulfillment. Yeah, freedom to do what I want as well.
Mhm. Yes, yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm seeing like your soul is showing an image of like being in a sunflower field and just like, you know, being free with the wind. Like that's like what she wanted. And yeah,
Mm.
thank you for sharing that. And I believe we mentioned on the previous call about like how you came across my profile. So would you share just a little bit about that? Like what made you interested in this work? What made you, yeah, curious in this?
I think I just came across your profile just through Facebook.
Hmm.
But the thing that interested me was, I guess you tune into people's souls, and you're very good at, you're very, yeah, you're very good at tuning in, being, yeah, having that intuition, um, because previously I've been to a lot of through a lot of modalities like talk therapy, like psychology, um, I guess somatic kind of
Hmm.
things, and doing
Hmm.
yoga and what is it? Just like parts work. I did a little bit. I also did like psychedelics through like shamans and stuff, and they all did benefit me, but I feel like it was kind of like short term,
Hmm.
and but feel I just felt like when I was looking to things like maybe like NLP, like
Hmm.
even NLP or like yeah with talk therapy, I just felt like I couldn't get to the root of things. Um, because when I talk to other people, I feel like they are coming from their own perspectives and their own experiences that they can't really tune into what I actually feel and what I need. Whereas
Hmm.
you're able to have that ability to know, like see what my soul wants. So I think that's just like the healing, the progress is just like it's like you can get it like instantly
Exponential.
instead of
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. So I heard believe you mentioned that you did like almost like 10 years of, trying to search for modalities, right? From somatic therapy to like talk therapy and parts psychology and all of those stuff. But you said that didn't bring a lasting change because you didn't feel seen or didn't feel exactly heard. Like you didn't feel like someone really knows you on a deep level. Is that what you're
Mm,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. And during that process of like deciding to work with me, like were there any concerns um during that time? And if so, like what would that be? Like before you just got started, you know?
Initially, actually, right before I worked with you, I worked with this. I started this like sessions with a coach, online coach, who was also she advertised herself as a empath and like more in the what do you call it? Not like a psychic, but like a more just like in that kind of world. and but like not being able to like channel like you or being like a medium, but like yeah, she'll maybe do like a tarot reading before the session. Um, so I did like maybe one or two sessions with her, and her price was very expensive.
Mm,
So I thought, okay, yes, I agreed to do a few sessions with her, and and I thought, oh, her price is very high, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna get a very good value from this. but actually it was kind of like, it just felt like what I previously had been doing, or like the previous work. Um, and then I think I came across you, and you were offering a free reading through your Facebook. And it just felt like so right, like the feeling internally. And so yeah, it was just a matter of like following my feeling, my gut feeling, or yeah, I guess what I thought was like a good deal. Um, yeah, and I guess I just followed my feeling, which is also like a lesson for me to like follow what feels true inside myself.
Oh,
Yeah, then
yes. I love it. I love that you followed your intuition too. And then you receive intuition for this work as well. So yeah, thank
mm,
you. Thank you for sharing that, my love. And yeah, I'm now curious to hear like, yes, fast forward, like you not only transform, well, only only just after 3 months, but also you went in even longer working with me as you work further along with me. Yeah, I've seen you grown and transform in so many ways. So yeah, I would love to hear about like what were the biggest transformations that you saw from our work together.
hmm. Well, let me just tune into that. Yeah, the biggest actually, like this is like a really important one for me. Um, so wait, just getting a bit.
Yeah, sure. Totally feel it.
And I guess like previously I was saying
Mm-hmm.
that I felt like really lost in my life, and that I had um little direction.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, part of it was because I guess I couldn't really stand up for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was always like doubting myself and thinking like the world was the world or other people were like knew better or were better than me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the biggest transformation was just knowing that like this is like my world, or like because we worked on like tuning into my emotions and my body, and just and I was able to find like a better sense of who I am and my boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like building my boundaries, not even building, but like just like yeah, sensing them, and then like yeah, I guess building them.
Building your inner world
Um,
and yeah, tuning into
yeah,
your inner world, the
yeah,
universe inside of you.
yeah, that. um, so yeah, just knowing that like what's inside of me, like everything is already inside of me. So I don't really need those permissions or whatever I needed from the outside, because I realized that like yeah, I guess the world is inside of me kind of
Wow.
thing. And um yeah, and so from that realization I was just able to gain like, I don't know if it's yeah, more confidence, or just and like just less caring about what people think. um yeah, I guess it is confidence. um yeah, and just being able to have, and because I'm yeah, more comfortable with myself, I'm able to like act with so much more energy, because I think before I would like doubt myself and like kind of act small and like be try to stay safe. But now I'm able to be express myself more in the world and be
Mm.
myself. So I
Yes.
guess yeah, I'm able to
Wonderful,
do that.
wonderful. Yes, you can stand strong in yourself and express yourself, be authentic, be true to who you are. And yeah, that's where your happiness comes from. Wonderful. And how has that like impacted your external world,
Hmm,
like with your
I think
friendship?
relationships,
Mhm.
yeah, relationships are much smoother, even with like new people I meet. Yeah, recently I'm finding like I can have conversations so much more easily. And
Wow.
before I would have like because I had a really bad social anxiety, so yeah, that was like very hard. Um, yeah, and relationships getting easier to form. The friendships I've had, yeah, I'm also able to like say what I'm feeling and like have some like deeper conversations with my friends. Um, and just also, and that also helped me be, because I was trying to avoid like certain emotions in my being. Um, I was trying to avoid like these feelings of like really deep, dark, like these deep, dark feelings, which were there, and I felt them, and it made me feel like I wasn't really good enough because I was feeling these negative emotions. But because I was able to stay with them, I think I don't really feel too much of this feeling of not enoughness or um, yeah, I just feel like more complete and
Wow.
whole because
Wonderful.
I'm able to stay with myself in those like times when I'm like like by myself and feeling lonely. I'm just able to stay with those emotions.
Thank you,
Yeah.
love. So I'm hearing, yeah, more fullness, more wholeness, just you experiencing your own inner radiance. So thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, I believe you mentioned about the how you almost like have no stress in your life anymore, right? Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't really have to. I mean, I guess yeah, my work is pretty yeah, simple like because usually well, the biggest stress would be work, and that's because I don't really want to like talk to people too much.
Mhm.
Um, but because I'm getting over that, it's not too stressful. And because yeah, work's not that stressful. Like I guess the money thing is like it's fine. It's okay for me.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and yeah, there's no pressing
Wow.
issues at the moment, I think.
Yeah, wonderful. Yes, I see you. You're just glowing, from inside out. So thank you so much, my dear one. Thank you so much. And if there's any last words, few words that you would want to say to anyone who is like wanting to work with me, what would be like your one sentence that you would say to them?
Mm, yeah, just do it because uh like your deepest like inner needs would be like fulfilled, like actually. And mm, just things that you're not even aware of that you wanted, it's gonna be revealed and like yeah, you don't even know like how fulfilled and happy you can be.
Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. So with that being said, I thank you so much, Nanami, for being here. That was such a wonderful interview, and my heart is just like